Just keep swimming. 1111. I hope I find you doing really well today. Thank you for tuning in. If you're wondering what this reading is all about, if you just kind of streamed on in here, we are doing a Divine Feminine reading. And keep in mind, you can be a male in a Divine Feminine energy. That happens. All right? So what are your current intentions? We did just go through this Leo full moon. So I know that the moon really rules that feminine energy. It's about your intuition and your feelings, your deep inner thoughts, your dreams, your subconscious. That's all feminine. And this message is going to be from your higher self, okay? So not your current 3D consciousness giving you a message. This is going to be a very divine message, okay? What does your higher self see and know? And what does it see into the future? Because I want to see what your intentions are, but I also want to see what your results are going to be. All right, Spirit, please guide and direct me right now for that Divine Feminine energy. Show me her intentions and the results. All right. Let's get this really shuffled in there. Hey there, Sadisman. Welcome. Hi. All right, Divine Feminine. Come on, let's talk. Divine Feminine energy. So hard to do that on this kind of a tablecloth. But we're going to make it work. All right. Let's go ahead and pick some cards. Well, there's two that just popped up there. Interesting. Another two. Another one. All right. I think this Leo moon creativity is really getting to the Divine Feminines a lot. You guys are really excited. Oh, I guess that one wants to turn around. Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck over here, we do have Temperance in reverse. So there is this sense of I'm not healed, I'm not feeling good. So some of you guys may be coming down with a cold. You may not have a high immune system right now. I know I just experienced that. You may also just be feeling drained and like you really need some more time to go and meditate, honestly. And I think you're taking more time out learning what is meditation. Is it sitting down with mantras, listening to music, you know, doing all of that? No. The real meditation is in complete silence. The real meditation is complete silence in a sacred space where you can just see things from a higher perspective. And you really empty out your mind. And you just feel. And you just go into this state of being. Just a state of being. It's very peaceful, and I think you're trying to get there. But there's just a lot going on in your world, a lot going on in your head, a lot going on in your home. And it's been very difficult for you to find an alone, quiet moment. Okay, first card out, we have the Justice card in reverse. So for the Divine Feminine, you're dealing with a Libra. Or you could be a Libra, but I think you're dealing with one. And you feel it's been very unfair. This is not fair. It's unjust. It's immoral. Karma does not feel like it's in your favor. You're like a little bit frustrated, to be honest. The next card here is a Hanged Man. Forced to look at a different perspective. And you're like, you know, what do you want me to see, Lord? What do you want me to see, Creator? What am I supposed to understand from this situation? And in your frustration, which Temperance is totally in the upright, you would love to see the truth, but lately you haven't been seeing the truth. Which is why Temperance is in reverse. And that is Sagittarius, so there's a lack of truth. Also, someone has been dishonest to you, or they're lying to you, or they're just not being real with you, and you know it. And you're trying to see, well, why am I having to deal with this person? What is my karma attached to this individual? And Spirit's like, I'm going to make you stuck in this situation for a little bit. I mean, because that is what the universe does. It's in control of your situation. You really want out of it. You really want out of it. But you're not allowed to get out of it at this time. That explains the frustration completely. Yeah, David Bowie, The Labyrinth. One of my favorite movies of all time. I loved, though, that she started the movie feeling totally into herself, and by the end of the movie, she was thinking about other people. She was thinking about her brother and the friends she had made along the way, and it totally changed her perspective, and it changed her position, and that's why I chose The Labyrinth for the Hanged Man, because I'm so sorry. Time went backwards. He spun the clock backwards. He even added a 13th hour. So he wasn't playing by the rules. And every time she tried to move forward, she felt she was taking 2 steps back. And that, to me, is the Hanged Man. It's a lot of people moving forward, but then falling back. And you really feel like you're being stopped, that there's something in your way, there's just something blocking you from glory, something blocking you from your success. The next card is 6 of Cups, Fate. This is thinking about the past. This particular card has to do with a soulmate. Could you be frustrated in a love situation with a Pisces or a Libra? Maybe even a Sag? Yes. Could you be dealing with a Cancer? Yes. So far, those are the signs. But you're thinking about the past in a loving way, and you're trying to be positive. I really do sense that no matter what you've been through, when you look at the past, you look at the positive, you focus on the good. You're trying to keep that alive, not anything negative. The next card is 6 of Wands, Honor, in reverse. So you're feeling like the past is not fair. The past isn't fair. And at the end of the day, the results and the actions you're taking right now is surrender. I surrender this past. I can't do anything else to change it. So there is a giving up. The next card that you have is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is feeling financially restrained, or the right word might be constrained, financially constrained. Work isn't exactly going the way you'd like it to go. There's some frustrations with that. There's also feeling overwhelmed, overworked, exhausted, certainly not giving yourself the time that you need to take good care of yourself. So there is a lack of care. There's also disorder in the home, chaos. Maybe your house is a mess. Maybe people are sick. Maybe there's arguments in the home. What is your energy? What is your chi in the home? If you feel like your energy is disrupted at home, look into getting some help, even just via YouTube videos or looking online. There's a lot of feng shui experts giving advice on how to create new flow. There's spiritual advice on how to sage and cleanse your home of negative energy. There might be something stirring in the middle entry of your home, which is letting in bad energy. There might be something on the outside that's creating a bad vortex in your home. These are all things to look at. What do I have going on in my home that's causing a disruption? And if it's at work, maybe it's the same thing. What in my office or what in my job is creating dysfunction? I think I need to fix something here. It's not flowing right. Also with your body and your health, you know, is your bedroom in a good energy? Is it promoting good sleep? Is it promoting good health? Because if you're not feeling those things, that is a little bit of a concern. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is the one that takes care of everything. She financially provides. She takes care of the needs of others food-wise. She cooks and she cleans. She organizes and she creates structure. You know, the earth is about structure and building and all things physical. So she's very much into the 3D and really into your close at home supportive reality. And it's about feelings. You know, queens are feelings, kings are actions. So when we have a queen of earth, that means actions in the home sector and the work sector and in the physical life sector are not going well. And someone is not feeling in control of that environment. Someone's not feeling like they have control, and they're just not feeling, because queens are feelings, they're not feeling like it's going well. They're not feeling like it's in a good space. And it may be even someone that feels uncertain about money, uncertain about a job, uncertain about paying bills on time, whatever that could be. Sorry guys, I've been blowing my nose all morning. Just when you think I'm done blowing my nose, I have to blow it again. I'm like, this is ridiculous. The next card is the karmic. You're going through a karmic cycle, or you're in a karmic connection, okay? Do you feel like you're going through something that you've been there before? A lot of you guys are having deja vu. I don't feel like I have a bad cold, but I definitely think I probably have a cold. Not a bad one though, but yeah. I definitely do. I gotta take better care of myself. Anyways, what is this cycle you're going through? And also, you could be dealing with a person. You know, this could just be an individual in your life that is not treating you fairly, not treating you right. This person's not fair to you. They have spoken probably ill of you in the past in some way, or spoken wrong about you, like incorrect information. This might be a report, you know, at your job to HR or something where they've given them incorrect information. This could be an employer that does not understand your situation and is taking it the wrong way. This could be a lover that is not understanding your intentions and taking it the wrong way. And you're just like, wow, I just wish I could rewind and go back. I just want to go back to the way things were before this upheaval and frustration happened. Like, you just wish you could go back because you just don't have your head in the game, you know? And this karmic cycle, this karmic person is causing a lot of disruption in your life, and to be honest, they're toxic. They're not even being real. They're hiding behind a mask. They have a facade and they have some kind of falseness about them. And you feel like you lost the fight. You lost respect. You lost something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know when I'm reading your cards that you went through something with someone and you lost in some sense. You lost something physical, be it money, or, you know, maybe you lost self-respect or respect, or you lost some kind of a quarrel or battle or something like that. But this is a loss. The next card is the Star card. I'm very happy about that, Aquarius. Again, that surrender energy comes into my mind, giving it to Spirit and saying, hey, you know, I give up. Take it. I have hope that if I give it to you, you'll do something better with it. You know, this isn't mine anymore. I'm just going to give you my trust. I'm going to give you my faith. I'm going to let this frustrating situation just be. You know, it is what it is. I gave it my best. Now all I can do is learn from the lesson and grow. And that's it. I have to grow. I can't win them all. Okay. Ooh, the next, okay, the Star and the Sun. I love it. This is a freedom. You're just happy. You're like, I can't win them all. You're like happy with a loss and a failure. Oh, look, markers, it's 11:11. That's freaking awesome. The timing of the Sun card at 11:11 Mountain Standard Time. That's freaking awesome because that's where I'm at. I think you just learned how to lose. Some people don't know how to do that. You know, I think it was Michael Jordan, and he had a saying, and he was like, you know, you don't know how to win till you learn how to lose. Something like that. And I was like, wow, it sounds so simple, but that's so deep. You know, what generally happens when people lose? They freak out. They have a meltdown. You know, that's like the natural instinct. Frustration, anger, upset with themselves, disgust with themselves, despise, like, disdain, you know, just, oh my God, I can't believe I lost. I can't believe I lost. You know, people that lose games and stuff, they're just like, it's so terrible. I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to be on the losing team. And they get all upset. Or you see those coaches that are like going really hard down on their people after a loss. And they're just like, what's wrong with you? The reason we lost is because you didn't have your head in the game. The reason we lost is because blah, 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 you know? And it's like a good coach and good teammates and good team players will be like, you know what? You gave it your best. You gave it your all. You went out there and you kicked ass the very best you could at this career or this game or this love affair or this relationship. You know, you came in to win, but you didn't. You can't win them all. So Saturn, who rules Aquarius and Libra in the ancient Vedic. And we have Capricorn. Saturn is teaching you this lesson of humility, of being humbled, of some kind of an embarrassment. This is public, you know, humiliation. It's like, wow, I publicly lost and people know it. You know, this is, I publicly lost a love connection and people know well about it. You know, I publicly went after this position at my job and I didn't get it and people fucking know it. It's embarrassing. You know, or this is, I thought I had a great plan to get ahead financially in some way, and government came hardcore at me. I'm not up on certain things. There's been some irresponsibilities. I had to pay out a lot more fees or a lot more taxes than I thought, and now I can't open that other piece of my business, or now I'm held back on something because of some other responsibility. And it's like the Divine Feminine is learning some really hard lessons, but mostly how to fail and how to lose. And there is some kind of beautiful thing about it. And it really is you just being able to truly release. Both of these cards look extremely similar. And they're both just releasing to the universe, giving it away in some sense. Worries, shame, hurt, frustration, giving up control. This is wish fulfillment. This is a job well done. This is congratulatory. This is anything's possible. This is a blessing. And honestly, I think this failure is a blessing in disguise. You're going to take something very good from this situation. It's not a complete failure, and it's certainly not a complete loss. All right, let's go ahead and look at the lesson. What is it you learned from this scenario? Spirit, what is it the Divine Feminine has learned? What is it the Divine Feminine has learned? How to laugh. Aww. How to laugh at your mistakes. How to have a sense of humor. How to smile in hardship. It's just like, what can I do? Yep, we're having a hard time. I know. Yep, it's a difficult season. Yeah. You know what? I'm still going to have that glass of wine. Still going to go out with those friends. Still going to smile. Still going to have a reason to have some fun in this life. I'm still going to enjoy nature. I'm going to get through this season. I'm going to get through this cycle. And there's always something good out of every situation. The next one is Ace of Swords. Clarity. And you know what you need to do now. You know, this Hanged Man is like, oh, I'm giving you some new information. The new information is you got this. You can do it again. You can start over. You're going to have a new beginning. That's freaking awesome. The Hanged Man's like, see, I told you something good was going to come out of this. See, I told you it was worth the wait. You know, there is a new beginning forming. You get to restart on like a fresh, brand new, crisp, very clean sheet of paper. You know, it's like, start over. You know, I get so frustrated if I'm sketching or anything like that, and the paper, whatever the artwork is, it's not coming out right. The freaking horse looks like a llama or some shit, you know what I mean? And you're just like erasing and erasing, and before you know it, you've put a hole in your paper, or there's just too much erase marks and it just doesn't look clean. And so you're like, ugh, all that work, I gotta crumble up that paper and start fresh, you know? And you do, and you start fresh, and it comes out really nice. Yeah, keep on swimming, keep on flowing. I was watching the Waltons the other night, and John Boy, he he was writing a book for 5 years, and their house burned up on fire, and he lost the novel, which was writing about his family, and that's extremely depressing because he spent 5 years, or like 4 years at the time, 3 or 4 years, writing a journal entry every week or every day about like something that their family went through. And how can you remember all of that after a fire, after years? How can you remember all those entries? That seems like a total loss. And I think he wanted to just completely give up because that sucked. And he was really frustrated and he was just angry, and I don't blame him. And that's what this is with Temperance in reverse, Justice in reverse, Hanged Man, looking at the past, Six of Cups and Six of Wands in reverse. That's exactly that situation. Fucking angry. Hello, temperamental. It's not fair. This is unjust. Thank you, Markers, for the $10 for the Tylenol cold and flu. Thank you. You know, that's completely unjust. And being stopped in the middle of your work, not being able to go forward with your dream. Hello, frustration. And all you want to do is go back in time and change that. But you can't. And this is a lesson of you can't change what happened. All you can do is do better. I want you to really just, before I continue with the cards, stop and do that for yourself right now in this reading. I want you to look back at what's gone, burned, dead, buried, over. Thank you, Trevor, for the 3333. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That was a true blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are great. That makes me feel really loved today. Thank you, guys. Anyways, I want you to take a moment and really just look back at this situation, the one that you failed at, okay? I want you to laugh at it first, but I want you to, even if it's about business, if you lost money, if you didn't do something right at whatever this was, a report, clients, something you spent money on, maybe it was a house, maybe it was raising your children. I just want you to look back at it. And I just want you to look at it and go, what a fucking sting. That was a big flop. I could have done better. I could have done better. I should have done better. That's embarrassing. Yep. I really fucked up there. Yep. Whatever I did probably put me in the direction for the rest of what happened. You're right. Even looking back on a diet where you cheated on your diet. And you're like, I could have been 20 pounds lighter had I not started cheating on my diet. Yep. You're right. You fucked that up. Okay, are we over that now? All right, let's move on, because that's really what this is about. Spirit's like, okay, are you done looking back at your fuck up and your failure? Like, are you done? Okay, let's move on. We got through that shit, all right? We had a fail. We had a major flop. Next card is Three of Wands. Let's expect something greater this time. You are the captain of your ship. You now have a blank sheet of crisp, clean paper. Get to writing. You know, John Boy and the Waltons wrote his book, and it got published. He rewrote it. It probably came out better the second time. Your situation is going to be better this time because of your failure. You're going to be so much more on point. So much more, how you say, like, I don't know, you're just going to be so much more into what you're doing right now because you know how it feels to lose and be humiliated and to completely fall on your face. Like, you know what that feels like, whether it was a flopped relationship, a bad job raising a kid, or a bad decision, work-wise, you know, just health-wise, whatever. There's a billion things, guys. But you're so much better now, really. That's the good stuff. Yeah, more tapped in, guys. The next card that came out is the Hermit. Oh, the good old-fashioned flu. I hope that's all I have. Guys, if I had COVID, I'd be dying. Hopefully I've built up an immune system. I was kind of jealous because a lot of people got the COVID and they were like, it wasn't even that bad. It felt like a flu, a hard flu. And I'm like, why did I get it so bad? Like, why? Thank God I didn't go on the ventilator. But I'll tell you one thing, and I believe it's true. If you get sent to the hospital and they put you on a ventilator, you're not coming out. And I thought to myself, I'd rather die at home. I don't want to go to the hospital and be put on a ventilator. Fuck that. I'd rather just suffer here. There's no way I'm coming back out of the hospital. Everyone that goes to the hospital and gets on a ventilator dies in the hospital. And I'm not going to talk about the conspiracies or why that may be. I don't care why. The fact is, that's what happens. But when I was at home sick, I was put down for like over a month. And I could breathe air fine. I was getting oxygen. It just hurt to breathe because I was coughing so much. It was just a terrible cough. Terrible. And my ribs were bruised. And breathing in and out certainly hurt. And no doctor would even prescribe a painkiller to relieve, you know, that was the weirdest thing about COVID. Doctors were not trying to help you. They wouldn't give you a pain reliever, hydroxycodone, or, you know, some kind of major drug that would give you, like, you know, something to knock you out. They wouldn't even prescribe that for pain. And the body aches with COVID were severe. It felt like you got hit by a train. So you think a good doctor would at least prescribe you some pain pills to relax you. Because the most good thing you can do for yourself is relax, right? Be at peace, not be focusing on the pain. But they didn't even fucking give you a pain pill. And when you asked for some kind of a shot, a vitamin shot, vitamin C, D, anything, if you asked for a shot of some kind of immunity booster, they wouldn't even give it to you. They would say, there's nothing we can do. Not a thing we can do. I think it was orders. I think the government ordered people not to give anyone anything because they wanted the people who got sick to die. If you ask me. Because if doctors really followed their oath and looked out for people's best health and interest, they would definitely give them immune booster shots. They would send them home with some high potent vitamins. They would give you pain pills to, you know, relax you so you're not tense and suffering. You know, even people in hospice, when they're dying, they give them morphine or whatever the fuck. You know, they give them pain pills to ease their suffering. And doctors wouldn't even give COVID patients that. But they'll put your ass on a ventilator in a Peloponnesian second. You know what I'm saying? So no, I did not look to doctors for help. And I don't think if anyone gets COVID, doctors are going to help. The only thing that doctors did during this epidemic was COVID test you. That was it. Doctors would COVID test you and hospitalize you if that's what was needed. That was all. Otherwise, go home, suffer, and die. Hope you survive. So it was pretty ridiculous. It was really ridiculous. But when I had COVID, I got pneumonia. So I had this double situation. Not only was I suffering from the COVID virus, but it gave me pneumonia and my lungs were not doing so hot. And there was a time where I thought I was going to die. And I was like thinking about my funeral. And I was like, wow, I don't want to be there. I don't want to go in that state of mind. It's hard not to when you're sick and you're like feeling like that. It's hard not to do that. You know, you're just trying to think the best. But it does come over you like, what if? Because everyone else is dying. It felt like, you know. But yeah, I was a little bit jealous that a lot of people were getting COVID and they weren't as bad as me. You know, I didn't understand why I got pneumonia and a lot of other people didn't. I didn't understand why I was unable to do anything for myself for over a month. Very frustrating. but I wanted to live. And my will to want to live, my will to want to be better, over surpassed my illness. And I just told my body, I said, you're gonna have to fucking live. You're gonna have to make it through this because you have kids. They don't have their dad. Their dad's fucking dead too. You're gonna have to fucking live. I don't care if you come out crippled. You're gonna have to freaking live. You've got responsibilities. And I love my kids. I can't imagine it being cut short, my time with them. So I was praying and, you know, telling God, please just help me, you know, and thinking as positively as I could. And realizing that getting better takes time. And so anyways, yeah, I just focused on getting better. So I you know, I don't know why that came up in the reading, but I guess whatever. Anyways, I'm fine. I don't think I have COVID. I think I have an immune system against that now because I got it so bad. My body certainly can recognize the virus and certainly knows how to fight it. But I think what I could have is a cold, a common cold. Anyways, I'm good, guys. And for those of you that are getting over COVID, think your lucky stars you don't have it very serious. Okay? There's nothing scary about COVID. It's like a flu. And it only attacks people to their death if they are already ill with cancer or some autoimmune disease like lupus, or, you know, something where they're already suffering and on their way out. People that are already having their bodies fail them. All right? Heart failures, things like that. People that are already sick and then they get it, you know, it's just a double whammy. But I've had a grandma who has a defibrillator. She has like a heart defibrillator machine in her heart. And she's 80 years old. And she got COVID and she didn't die. She didn't even hardly have a symptom. So don't think that it just attacks the elderly, because it doesn't. She totally got over COVID quickly. Probably took her 2 weeks. She was done with COVID. My other grandma, who's got surgeries all over her body, no major diseases, but she's elderly, she's 80, and she got COVID, and she didn't even have a single symptom. She didn't even have a cough. She was sick with COVID and still working outdoors. So, you know, believe it or not, contradiction to what the media tells you, it doesn't just attack the elderly, because some of the elderly made out pretty good. They made out pretty good, and some of the younger people didn't. Markers, my daughter flatlined 3 times, but she made it through after 3 months. See, look at that. Markers had a daughter, younger person, who got it worse. You know? Thank God she made it. I'm glad she made it, Markers. But, you know, my point is it doesn't just attack the weak or the elderly. It attacks whomever. So just, you know, keep that in mind. You might think, oh, I'm young, I'm fine. You know, you still need to be careful. Because I don't have any major illnesses. I'm healthy as an ox. I get sick once every, 10 years. I have no dental problems, no autoimmune diseases. I've got no heart issues. I hike. I'm active. I don't have diabetes. I don't have any conditions. Perfectly healthy woman. Perfectly healthy woman. I've never had a surgery. Okay? There's nothing wrong with me. Nothing. So to find out that COVID almost took me down, a very healthy individual, is shocking. I don't take any medication. I have no regular medications. Perfectly healthy. My body works great. Healthy children. Never needed any kind of surgery or any issues having babies. There's no reason that I should have gotten it that bad, but for whatever reason, it did. The only thing I could think of is I had pneumonia when I was 12. and maybe my lungs were a little bit damaged. And, you know, when I got COVID, maybe it just took hold. I don't know. Maybe. I really don't know. The doctors didn't explain shit to me. Anyways. Yeah, and you know what? Fear? I wasn't even scared of COVID when I got it. I was one of those not even scared people. I was like, oh, COVID's just like the flu. The same way I am today. COVID's not that serious. You know, I thought people are making it worse of a deal than it is. So, I don't know. The fact that I got it and it just hit me hard day 2 with a lack of fear, that didn't really qualify for me because I really wasn't scared of it. And I thought I would get through it very quickly. So, I don't think that really was a factor for my major illness, was fear, because I really didn't have that. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get the frustration out. We're going to move on with this reading, Divine Feminine. Sorry about that. Anyways, who knows? Maybe I'm reading for someone and they needed to hear that because they're really, Queen of Pentacles, suffering with a health condition. We do have the Temperance in reverse, which can indicate ill health, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles, which could indicate ill health. All right, so maybe somebody needed to hear that message. Maybe they are suffering from COVID or some kind of health issue. And if that is you and you feel like you're losing the battle, just surrender. Let this move through you and give it to Spirit, give it to God, give it to the universe, because at the end of the day, you're going to be all right. These are very positive cards. These are, you're going to be healed and recovered. All right. So if you are suffering in some illness today or some major like suffering of some kind, the outcome is very positive outcome. All right. So no worries there. So with the Hermit card, just going within, finding yourself, making peace, seeking out answers, trying to understand the reason why you've been put through this situation. The next card here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right. This is a lack of love, a lack of emotional communication. It's also someone that I think is kind of a liar, to be honest. This Knight of Cups is trying to come in and give you an offer, but it's in reverse. It's a false offer. It's like offering to do something for someone, but you really won't do it. It's like, oh, I'll come over and help you if you really want me to. And really that person knows you're going to say no. You know what I mean? It's like, I know they're going to say no. I'm not going to go over there and help because they're not really going to say sure. You think someone's going to say, no, that's okay, I don't need you. And then it's like, oh, okay, that's what I thought. That's that kind of offer. You know, it's a false offer. It's like, oh, I'll come over and see you if you want, you know. But you know they're going to say no. So I don't know who that is in your life. But someone's acting like they really care, but really they don't. Show me this karmic cycle. Ooh, the Lovers card, Gemini vibes. You guys could be in a karmic connection, or you're just going through a cycle with your twin flame or divine soulmate. But this karmic has something to do with a romantic relationship. Okay? And if it's not romantic, for whatever weird reason, it's someone that you're really close to and you have karma with. There's temptation. There might even be a third party. That could be a thing. The Lovers card and the karmic, yeah, that could be a thing. The next card that comes out is a Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. Santa Claus coming to town to give gifts. You better be naughty or you better be nice. Or no, you better be nice. Because if you're naughty, you're going to get coal in your stocking. I think you're nice. I think that's why you get the Star card. I think you've been nice. I think you get karma on your side. I think there's going to be something good with that. The next card that comes out is the Ace of Pentacles. A brand new beginning with the Sun card. So you do get to start over fresh. Bottom of the deck here is the Four of Cups in reverse. The storm is gone. It's leaving, okay, at the very least. And all this denial and hopelessness and rejection is going away. You're not going to be rejected much longer. Okay, it's becoming a little bit more clear. For a lot of people in this relationship, Three of Cups, Lover's card, karmic, yeah, I think there's been somebody else involved. If you're watching this in regards to love, there's someone that you're not able to reunite with right now. And maybe not ever, but you're just not able to reunite with this person. And you're meant to walk part of this journey alone with the Hermit, okay? You are meant to be walking alone right now. Because the person that you want to have love with is not able to give you a strong foundation, and certainly not able to make you feel good or stable in the relationship because they're involved with someone else. And so, you know, this kind of, it's cliche, but God's rejection is your protection. And that's what's kind of happening here. It's like you're not going to have what you want because they're not going to give you what you want anyways. And Spirit's like, why would I bless you with this love connection when I know they're going to treat you toxically? Why would I even help you in this scenario promote and manifest this relationship when they're not going to do you right anyway? You know, it's like Spirit's like, I'm just going to let this play out. I'm going to let you guys walk the path, but I'm not going to put divine intervention into something that is not going the way it needs to go. I'm not going to put my hand in it. And so Spirit's taking a step back. Hello, Hanged Man, Six of Wands in reverse, spiritual energy. The actions are, I'm not going to help. You're going to have to look at this situation as a loss. You're going to have to look at it and say, this didn't happen for me. And you're going to have to let that go. And you're going to have to walk alone. It's just a fail. Spirit wants you to meditate and find peace in this. Spirit also wants you to move on. The Star card and the Sun. Rebuild your life and have a brand new beginning. Underneath the Four of Cups, which is rejection, is the Chariot. I love it. And that is moving on. It's going forward, not backwards. And Spirit's like, please go forward. Please go forward for me. I want you to pick up the pieces of your broken life. I want you to laugh at what failed. And I just want you to move forward. A lot of us were stuck in this retrograde kind of energy where you wanted to go back and finish unfinished business. Or if something was broken, you wanted to glue together the pieces. That was being stuck in the past. And Spirit's like, I just want you to get away from that. I just want you to be done with it. Just be done with it. There's no picking up the pieces of this past. And Spirit just wants you to accept this loss. And that is going to spring forward this new beginning. So Spirit, what is this transformation? Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be happening in this brand new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, the new year 2022. What's happening for the Divine Feminine? Some exciting news, I hope. Something good for feminines. Ooh. Bottom of the deck is integration. She's looking in a mirror. She's putting lipstick on. She's got a hurricane. She's got clouds around her. Her mirror is like made out of crystals. It looks like she's wearing a wedding gown. I could see by her hand, it's like a wedding dress. And in the top, she's looking at a picture of her where I think she's getting a makeover. So for a lot of you guys, you might just be getting a makeover. Like this is the time to make over your life. But for a lot of the divine feminines, like literally you're changing your hair, your makeup. Maybe you're just feeling good about yourself. You're transforming. And the card that came out for you is strengthen. I love it. Let me get my book. Where did I put it? Great, just when I need it. Okay. There it is. I literally opened it up to integration. So I think I'm going to read that one first because that was a sign. Ooh, and after integration is renovation. I love it, but Spirit's like, we're not renovating something. We're having something brand new. Okay. This is incorporate your childhood self into today's adult. The element is air, the number is 8, and the phase is refinement. Divine Feminine, even after you've decided to change your old patterns, change takes determination. It takes courage, and it takes hard work, and it takes effort. It's a lot more than just an idea. Making a permanent change is like having a metaphysical makeover. We see in ourselves attitudes and actions and ideas that just no longer fit. We say things that we regret in an unpleasant tone or voice. We don't speak up when we should, or say yes when we really mean no. And if you've been a chameleon, changing yourself to adjust to somebody else's situation, or just people in general, now is the time to stop and show your true colors. Divine Feminine, we can't just pretend. That would be so superficial and negative and detrimental to your new beginning. Just like applying cosmetics is so fake. Real change involves integration of the various parts of ourselves, the things underneath the facade, the skin underneath the makeup, the hair underneath the wig, the body underneath the clothes, the person behind this new persona. That is where the real change begins. Everything else is just exterior. We reunite the splitting off, the wounded, the childish parts of ourselves with our functioning, responsible, grown-up self that we are today. Mentally, we marry our fragmented pieces together into this true self. We can think and speak our way into acting whole and mature. Divine Feminines no longer have to appear perfect to others. We can own it all. Our past choices, our life experiences, our exes, our work woes, for better or for worse, our living parts of our whole self. And starting by saying, I am responsible for myself is one of the first steps. Acting as if you already are the new person you want to become can help. With commitment and practice, by putting each part of yourself into place, you'll become a person you like and you love a whole lot better. You know, I almost have chills because I was just speaking with someone yesterday, a feminine client, and she's going through a major depression. Her room, she said, is just full of clutter. She doesn't even feel comfortable going to her own bed. But she says that she doesn't look that way to the outside world. She does her hair every day, takes good care of her hair. She takes care of her nails. She takes care of her teeth. She takes care of the way she dresses. You know, she takes care of herself. And she's like, you know, nobody would know by looking at me that I'm having such a major depression. And I'm smiley and I have this great personality and I'm giggly and I seem confident and people think I'm perfectly fine and I'm very strong, but on the inside, I'm just not happy. And she couldn't even pinpoint. And we were talking, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? And she said no to every single one of those things. She just couldn't pinpoint what it was that she thought made her depressed. And I talked about the obvious. You know, a death she had been through, a breakup, a change in the family, all these things. And she was like, no, that's not it. But when I touched on herself and I said, you know, do you like who you are? Tears started to well up. I was like, oh, we touched it. We touched it. You don't like who you are. I was like, do you like how you look? Do you like your hair? Because she had beautiful hair, but let's just say it was very difficult to manage. She had very thick, very curly hair, and she had to work on it all the time. She actually wanted it to be thicker and longer, which was more work. And I'm like, tell me something. When I'm talking to you and you're speaking positively about yourself, you want longer, thicker hair. And it's already long and thick. But now you're crying because when I talk about how do you feel about yourself, you feel bad about yourself and you don't like your hair. And I was just like, what's going on here with that? Your persona is very different than what's going on the inside. You're not being your true self. You know, and that's when the tears really started happening. So the real depression was she's fake. The real depression was she's not positive about herself. She may seem like it, but she's not. There's a lot of insecurities. And this person doesn't even know why. It just is there. I don't know, that might be something to do with what's going on with the feminine. It's that you have this very positive, confident outlook with other people, and you're very helpful and inspirational and good looking and charming and all these good things. But deep down, there's this, I hate to say it, but kind of like not a self-hate, but self-disappointment, self-loathing. And I think you're working on that right now. That's why the Hermit card is there. Going into the self. Because this is, you already know that you're a great individual. You already know that you're unique. You already know that you are charming. You already have confidence. You already think good things about yourself. But there are some things that you don't think good about yourself. There are some things that you just don't like about yourself, for whatever reason that is. And just like this client, she was searching for what that was. She wasn't even very sure. You guys may not be sure what it is that you don't like, but you are definitely going head on into this journey of the self. And you are going to be doing a makeover. And for a lot of you, yeah, it might be physical. But for more of you, I think it's an inside makeover. I think you guys are going to be changing from the inside. And it didn't help that you were already struggling with an image inside, that this person came into your life, disrupted it, hurt you, caused some kind of suffering and injustice that was completely unfair. This person may have took money from you with the Queen of Pentacles or taken advantage of you. This is someone that acts like you owe them. It's like, you owe me. You owe me. And you're like, I don't owe you anything. I don't know why you think I owe you. And so there's this kind of fight over property or fight over, you know, something that's physical. And this person thinks it's owed to them. And you're like, are you fucking crazy? I don't owe you my time, my energy, my home, my body, whatever this is. Like, I don't owe you. I don't know why you think that. What could even possibly make you think that? And so you don't know. And that's why you're stumped, Hanged Man. But now you're kind of looking back like, God, what impression did I give this person to think that and take advantage of me in such a way? Why did I make this person think that they could take advantage of me like that? And now the truth starts to get revealed to you, which is a cutting truth. Remember, beautiful lies and the ugly truth. But the ugly truth is the reason this person did you dirty like that is because something you promoted about a false self, which is A, you don't know how to say no, or B, you're an overgiver, overpleaser, you know, or C, you just didn't have a boundary. They just crossed it, or you did have a boundary and you allowed them to cross it. Or you put yourself in an unintelligent situation. You signed the dotted line with someone you shouldn't have. You know, you didn't get that extra advice when you should have. Whatever, but it's like, I was not being very smart. It's not right what they did, injustice. 6 of Wands, it's humiliating and it's embarrassing and it hurts the ego. But this Hanged Man's like, what did you learn from that? Are you ever going to sign on the dotted line with somebody like that again? Nope. Are you ever going to let someone overstep their boundaries with you again? And just move on and forgive easily so you can be taken advantage of again? Nope. Okay. Good, then you learned something. Yeah, it hurt that you lost some financial gain or you lost something physical. That hurt. That was a sting. You felt that one. You know, this Queen of Pentacles is like, you felt that one, motherfucker. You felt it real hard. It hurt. But you won't do that again. Guaranteed. And so Spirit's like, okay. Star card, Sun card, lesson learned. Wisdom and enlightenment. You've got it. That was the mission. That was the purpose. That was the assignment. You took a loss. You understand it. Now you can move on. Ace of Pentacles. So that's this makeover. It's more of an inside makeover. You're just like, okay, I'm not that dummy anymore. I'm not that irresponsible dummy anymore. Or I'm not that sucker anymore. You know, you got stronger. So now we're going to get into this strengthen because you're strong. Let's read it. Number 6, Saturn energy, by the way. Very heavy Saturn. You are wiser because of it. God, there's something so good with that. I love it. Just, you got something really good out of this. You may not think so, but you did. And remember, you can't look back and go, oh, well, now that I know, I need to go back and fix that so there's no errors. This is getting a bad mark on your paper, on your report, but this time the teacher says, I don't want you to revise it and give it back to me for a better grade. I want you to take this shitty grade. There is no revising it. Is it going to hurt your grade? Yes. Is it 25% of your grade? Yep. You can still pass the class. It's just not going to be with an A like you thought. Okay? That's what this is. Anyways, strengthen, prepare yourself for what has come or what is to come. Or just be strong, you know. This is the element of fire, the number 6, and the phase of growth. And this is buffalo medicine. This is Divine Feminine, you've taken a big leap, a huge step in a good direction. And now is the time to fortify yourself and realistically see what is to come. We reinforce our boundaries. We muscle up for the work at hand. Thank you so much for that Cash App donation. Thank you. I saw that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We reinforce our boundaries, muscle up for the work at hand. We grow a thicker skin. Thank God. We now manage our time much more efficiently. We simply work better and smarter, not harder. The universe is bringing it on. Saturn is kicking that ass. Because now you're getting all your ducks in a row and you're making sure you attend to legal and business matters, which is totally Saturn. Small details can make or break this endeavor. Timing is important. Examine your schedule. Look at your calendar. Watch for double bookings or overcommitments. You're going to need every ounce of strength for this new you ahead. Like the hunter who wrestles the forces of nature, as well as enemies and beasts, we rebuild resilience against all antagonistic forces. Take some time to focus on the target, just as the hunter singles out the buffalo from the herd. So are you honing in and preparing for some specific outcome that you seek. You invoke your goals spiritually before setting out. The radiance and power of your ambition strengthens you for this undertaking. And at the end of the day, success is yours. Aw, I love it, guys. I love it. You know, there's some shit in my past. I'm not going to give details, but there's some shit in my past. And I keep telling myself I'm going to go back a couple years and I'm going to go fix that and I'm going to write it and I'm going to make that situation right. But I haven't, but I keep telling myself I am. I kind of think this reading, and it's just kind of what the universe is telling me, is why are you going to go back and fix something that's done? And I'm going to be a little bit morbid, but I'm going to give you an image. You've mourned someone. They've died. You had a funeral. You buried them. They're in the ground. The grass has already started to grow over the plot. Now you want to dig that person up from their resting place, get them out of their casket, and redress them because you didn't like the outfit you put on them when you laid them to rest. Now you found a better one. Oh, and now you want to put something in the casket that you should have put back then. Maybe a locket, maybe a bear, maybe a picture. Maybe you just want to see them one more time. Does that make sense? Spirit's like, would you drag somebody up from the dead to do any of that? Is that going to help you? Or are you going to mourn all over again? Are you going to suffer more? Are you going to be hurt at what you see? Is it going to be difficult? Yes. Is it going to change the outcome? No. Is it going to make you feel better? Probably, maybe a little better because you put something in there that you wanted to put in there before, but are you really going to feel really, really better? No. You might actually dig up old wounds and cause more pain than already needs to be pain. You might already be suffering, and if you do that and you get your little deed done, you're still going to suffer and maybe even more. And then you're probably going to regret doing that. You're probably going to do all of that, bury him, blah, 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 and then regret it again. So anyways, the point is you don't want to dig up the past. You wouldn't do something like that. So why would you dig up the past with some failure? Why would you go back and dig that up? To cause you more stress, create more hurt, relive a situation? Do you want to go back and like what? Tear apart this relationship that fell apart and relive all of this? I don't think so. And I don't think you want to relive anything with your career. I don't think you want to dig anything up. I don't think you want to relive this fucking failure, because this was a failure. You had a shit year or a shit relationship or a shit job, or you just made a mess of yourself. Your home was a mess. Whatever happened, you made a mess. You made a mess. It's a mess. It's a fail. It was a flop. It was a flop book, a flop dream, a flop you, a flop relationship, a flop everything. And as much as that hurts you to hear, because that is the ugly truth, Spirit's like, let's not go relive that fucking year. Please, for the love of God, let's not relive that year. Okay? Let's go over here. We're going to go ahead and do some new shit. But you're like, I don't want this on my record. I don't want this blotch on my record. I want to fix this, whatever this is. You can't. I mean, literally, you can't. Even if you cover it up and put makeup all over it, it's not the real truth. And you're just going to relive something, and it's just not genuine. And that's why, you know, like Michael Jordan said, he's like, you know, you got to learn to fail to win. You can't just have win, 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 win all over your record. You might think my reputation matters. I have to fix this because my reputation. Listen. You show me a human, and I'm going to show you a fucked up reputation and a good reputation. Everyone has it. Everyone has a story in their life they don't want to read out loud. Don't let anyone tell you they don't. They're a liar. Call them out to their face. This is a story you don't want to read out loud. You don't have to anymore. And if somebody wants to drag this out from you, just no, that was me back then. That's not me now. And if you can't see me now, then you don't need to be in my now. Bye. Okay? That's not me anymore. You're smarter, you're wiser, you're experienced, you took an L, now it's a lesson. And now you're going to sow good seeds. And 2022 is a good seed. This is a brand new you and a whole new life. Oh, we have a comment here from Jessie Bonbon. Yes, Steph, no more. I open old wounds the more I take 2 steps forwards, but then I end up taking 2 steps back. Take the L. Turn that loss into a lesson. There's a reason you're being stopped with the Hanged Man. There's a reason. It's cliche. God's rejection is his protection. There's a reason you can't move forward with something. Stop, reflect, understand. I'm not making this relationship work, no matter how hard I try. I could be the sexy bombshell, or I could be the hunk of the stud of all time, and this woman or this man would not treat me right. They would not treat me right. I could be rich and famous, and this man or this woman would not treat me right. They don't have it in them, at least not at this time. They do not have the brains, the skills, the love, the desire, the drive to go towards you and do anything right. And as much as you sit here on your knees and pray to God that they're going to come out of it, pray to God that they're going to have a snap, a reality check, a wake-up call, a come to Jesus moment, it's not going to happen. Not right now. And Spirit's like you looking at the past, looking at how wrong this situation is and how right it should be, isn't helping. So if that's your relationship, bye. We're closing that door. It's going to take strength, but you're going to have to rebuild yourself in a new way. And you're going to have to get to know yourself without that partner. Because the Justice card in reverse, I hate to admit it, but that could signal a divorce or a legal separation of some kind. Or if you're dealing with a Libra, it just might indicate you're not going to have a win, that there's something stopping your situation. You know what I mean? And the only healing that you're going to come out of this is that you're going to be a new you. You're not going to sow that seed anymore. You got a rotten seed. It was karmic. Can that transform? You bet your ass it can transform if it's meant to be. But if it's not meant to be, we're not going to force that shit. And Spirit's like, are you done forcing? I hope you're done forcing it. This is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, watering a dead flower. It is dead as the day is long. It is dried up. The roots are dead. Everything's fucking dead. It's dead. And she's just watering that motherfucker like, all right, come on, grow. Come on, I'm just going to keep watering you because I know I'm going to bring you back to life. And she spends her days watering a dead garden. And it's like, no, Queen, no, your garden is dead, hun. You need to just tear all that shit out, put some nutrition in that soil, and plant some new seeds. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Just plant some new seeds. You deserve more than this dead-ass garden, okay? You deserve more than that. And for those ladies and gentlemen that are in a relationship and you're trying so hard to make that work, you deserve better than him. You deserve better than her. That's what comes out. You deserve better. Yeah, you, the person watching, Spirit's talking to you in this reading. You don't deserve that. Injustice, unappreciation, humiliation, rejection, bullshit. You deserve better than that. Why do you even want him? Or her, for that matter. And this is Spirit with the Hangman saying, why do you even want this fucking thing? This job or this person or this situation. Why? Why don't you want to be in the present? Well, I don't like the present. The present sucks. The present is hard. Okay, well, that's life. You're going to get through this hard moment and you're going to have a victory elsewhere. The suffering's only temporary. It's not permanent. You know, and if this is about something in the past in business or career, you know, that sucked. It was not a fun time and you probably let a lot of people down or there was some kind of issue. But everything happens for a reason, and whatever's meant to come into your present and in your future will come. Any of those people in the past that need to be a part of your present or future, they're going to show back up because I'm Spirit and I make shit happen. Star card, Sun card. I make shit happen when it needs to happen. There's divine intervention when it needs to happen. Anyways, we can't cry over spilled milk anymore. We're going to go ahead and get another oracle here. What do you need to know about this situation? We're going to be using these cards, okay? Bottom of the deck, wow, we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past, but I sure regret it. And you're dealing with a lot of regret. You know, for the Divine Feminine, you have a lot of regret. You're just full right now of coulda, shoulda, woulda. You wish. You know, this is like getting a reminder from your Facebook about a photo from 10 years ago on one happy moment with you and your ex. You know, maybe you guys were at a football game or maybe you guys were at a concert and you're like, oh, I remember that day. That was such a good memory. God, if I only could have worked harder on that relationship, I could probably still have it. I really miss them. I wish things were different. Maybe I should call them. Maybe I should reach out. Maybe I should just cry and feel terrible. Whatever. You know, but there's that regret. There's also looking back at your kids. You know, 5 years ago, they were so young. Now all of a sudden they're huge. And you're like, God, how did I miss that? Was I so involved in my work? Was I so involved in a relationship? Was I so involved doing other shit that I missed so many important milestones or moments? I missed that freaking boat. And you're full of regret because you wish the things that you could have done with them, you would have did. And it hurts because you're not going to get that time back. It is dead and gone. The relationship too, dead and gone. Looking back doesn't help. Thanks a lot, Facebook reminder. You're not helping. You need to delete it. Or just hit the X, like the little X at the top screen. Don't go back. There's nothing to serve you there. And like I said, if this is your business, if this is something you're dealing with, you're doing taxes or whatever, and you're like, God, this year went by really fast. Now I'm doing the books, and look at all the fuck-ups. Look at all the fuck-ups that I did. I should go back and fix those. It's too late. You're already doing taxes. Numbers are already out. It's over. People are gone or they're here, but it's over. There's no going back. And you're like, but I could maybe fix something here. No, there's nothing left to fix. Whatever's meant to be in your life will be in your life. There's nothing left to fix. If this is meant to happen, it will. Anyways, the next card is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Don't stop believing in yourself. You wondered if you did it right. You wondered if you did everything you could. You did. You know, I don't know what this is about, guys. If you're dealing with someone where you help people medically and somebody died and you blame yourself and you're like, was it my fault? Could I have done something different to save that person? The answer is no. That was supposed to happen. Sumo? And for people that did lose someone, maybe you're a doctor or a nurse, and somebody fucked up, botched a surgery, or you gave someone the wrong medication, you didn't realize they were allergic. You definitely messed up a life. That hurt. You can't take it back. But you learned a lesson. And you are a much better doctor and a much better nurse or whatever right now because of it. Even if you had to pay for it financially, even if you had to pay for it with your reputation, whatever, as long as you take that lesson and you learn from it, you're going to be growing and you're going to be better. Life has regrets. Everyone does. You can't look at that. Maybe it had something to do with you causing a bad situation. Maybe it was just fate. Six of Cups does say fate. I feel like I want to tell you that whatever happened and failed was fate. It was supposed to happen. And I hope that can give you some kind of comfort that whatever happened was supposed to happen. Even if you had a part to play, it was supposed to happen and you were intended to be a part of that moment. Even if you failed somebody, even if you didn't do right by someone, you had a part to play in that person's walk, in that person's life, for whatever reason. That's the ugly truth about our lives. It really is. We're not always the nice guy. We're not always the nice girl. We're going to tick someone off. We're going to hurt someone. We're going to do something wrong. That's inevitable. But to sit here and beat yourself up like continuously is ridiculous. And that's the Hanged Man. And Spirit's like, enough. You've beat yourself up enough. You've been embarrassed and suffering enough. This is good and well and done. It's time to heal. I know with the Knight of Cups in reverse, you don't want to heal. You want to dig up this old dead thing. You want to, you know, pick that scab. It's dead and gone. Quit. Just quit fucking with it. 2020 is gone. 2021 is gone. Boy, those years came fast. You're not going to get them back. Quit looking back. Enough. Let's look forward. Anyways, this is getting rid of the regrets. We're going to get another oracle card to hopefully make you feel better about the situation. What does Spirit want you to know about moving forward? What's coming for you that, you know, is healthy? Divine Feminine, please. Well, you got two of them. Ooh, bottom of the deck, acceptance. Let's go ahead and say it together, everybody. We all know what it is. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We all know it. We all know the saying. The other one is focus. Set your intentions so something can grow in its place, and radiate. Ooh, I haven't got this one before. But guys, this is the Sun card. Radiate. That's what I think. I think that's the Sun card. Whew, I think acceptance, ooh, yes, is the best one here. Focus is get your eyes on the prize. What do you want now? What do you want 2022? What do you want? You want to have the best booming business ever? Go get it. Get it. You want the best relationship ever? Go get it. Manifest that motherfucker. You know, what is it you want, man? Focus. This is your year. This is your moment. Don't look back anymore. You're going to radiate with this vibration, and it's going to attract whatever this is coming towards you. Remember, your intention is going to promote a result. So let's read it. Let's read these intentions. We're going to read focus first. No, let's read acceptance. Okay, we're going to read acceptance. This is the Valerian root, my friends. Divine Feminine, a situation may not be able to be changed. Let's just go ahead and say it's not, okay? It's not going to be able to be changed. So you would be far better off looking for the tools and ways of working that suit of life that is set before you today. There could be a silver lining, actually, that you have not considered or even thought possible. So maybe this is because you've been overwhelmed, surprised, or detracted from the real heart of an issue. Divine Feminine, make sure you rest and withdraw, hello Hermit card, if needed. And take a little extra time, Temperance card, to meditate and find some peace about anything that you're making a new decision towards. Sumo! You better settle, Sumo. Okay. Sorry, guys. So yeah, maybe do an acceptance spell. You know, I would do it. So, you know, I would do an acceptance spell. We just got out of the full moon, so we're now in the waning cycle of the moon, which is release. We had a full moon in Leo. So you're going to feel energetic. That's a good thing, you know, but your heart, this is getting to the heart of you. And you're going to be rediscovering yourself. But now it's about getting creative, calling in new things, and letting go. We're going to go ahead and read Focus. By the way, number 22. Oh, yeah. 2022. This is your year. Yes, please. Whoops. Okay. All right. Brahimi. Hello. Oracle meanings. Divine Feminine. The potential is totally in you right now, but more refined focus and greater thought is required. This is probably more work than you thought, but that's all right. A breakthrough, however, is indicated, so celebrate that. But you will need to be more open about this and also understand that it may not be exactly what you're looking for. Be open to this new possibility, though, this new version of your inspiration, of your intention. You're going to be getting some new ideas. You're going to have to understand that these are a gift. They're a blessing. They're insight. You're also going to be getting some new communications, and that should be forthcoming very soon. Don't take anything at face value. Remember, this life is a projection of our inside thought. We are projecting our reality. Education and learning new skills are going to require some more mental application, and you're going to have to gain greater wisdom because all energies are here at this focus. You're going to be uncovering the truth, and you're going to be exploring much deeper than you have been. So some new discoveries about yourself and your vision are at hand. Love it. A whole new focus. But I like that they have acceptance. They're like, even if you have an intention and it gets a little bit weird, accept that. Sometimes things just flow differently. Don't be so stuck dead on exactly what you want, how you want it. Let the universe co-create. You are a creator, but you have to co-create. All right? Now we're going to read Radiate. All right, so this is turmeric. We love turmeric. This is anti-inflammatory. It helps the immune system. It's so good for people. Turmeric is awesome. So anyways, while a conflict has been indicated in this reading, there is a chance to step up and overcome your challenges. The truth is about to come out. The truth of who you are, the truth of why this failed, the truth of who someone else is, the truth that's been hidden from other people, the lies that have been spread, they're about to get cast out into darkness because the truth is the sun and the light, and it will expel the lies. All right, so you need to make sure that you are on the right side of truth. All right, so keeping a positive attitude during a setback or a delay or a fail is also incredibly important at the moment. There seems to be some opposing views and goals. And careful, though strong negotiation will need to be undertaken to navigate a way forward. Don't be afraid to put your foot down and be honest. An improvement in health, yes, and happiness is shown in this card. Thank God. And be careful not to give in to pressures that could cause you some more additional stress. We call that the karmic cycle pattern that you're definitely getting out of. Be aware that better times and greater opportunities are on the way. Love it. You guys are really stepping out of a difficulty. Let's go ahead and get a fortune cookie oracle. What's your fortune? What's the divine feminine's fortune? Ooh, strategy, girl. Boy. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. You don't always have to be a bird. You could be a mouse. It's about strategy, all right? I love it. Just thinking of the mouse watching another mouse. It's kind of morbid, but a mouse watching another mouse die so it can get the cheese, and the mouse got sacrificed. But the mouse gets the cheese, What works for somebody doesn't work for the other. So the bird, they're somebody else. They get up early, they rise, and they get the worm. But maybe you're not a bird. Maybe you're a fucking mouse, okay? And you need to be second. You need to get the cheese, all right? So this just means there's different ways to be successful. What works for that bird doesn't work for you, all right? You don't need to take the bird's advice. The bird can come down and tell the mouse, hey, you, I know how you're going to get that cheese. If you're first, you're out there in the middle, you're going to get that cheese. That bird is dead wrong. But he's only telling you his reality from his experience. He doesn't know any better. You are the smart one. You live your life. You know your truth. And that bird can be preaching and teaching the truth on a pulpit, telling you what to do. But that's his truth, not yours. Don't take other people's advice. It's your advice. You need to listen to your higher self. You're going to make this work. You're going to get through this tough spot. It's going to be your own way, your own version of your own life, your own truth, and your own wisdom. It's not going to come from a book, and it's not going to come from somebody else. It's going to come from you, and you're going to climb out of this hole. Bottom of the deck, you are what you eat, so eat healthy, by God. All right, and let's do a self-care for the Divine Feminine. Thanks, guys, for saying it's a good reading. Thank you, markers. Sometimes I do readings, to be honest, markers, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck was that reading all about? Jesus, I just want to delete it and start over. And I kind of felt that way in this reading, but it happened how it needed to happen for whatever reason. And it's going to work for someone, and it's probably going to be a complete flop to someone else. But whoever needs to hear it will hear it. That's the truth. What does the Divine Feminine need to do to work on self? To get centered, introspective, self-love, self-care. Show me this femme. Ooh, yeah, the femme. Okay, bottom of the deck. Ooh, read. Reading is good for your soul. Spirit's like, get in a book. Get your nose in a book. It's just going to make you feel better. It's going to give you a different kind of focus. Digital is great for instant gratification, but there's something special about getting your nose in a paper book. It just feels good, and it makes you feel accomplished. All right, so that's bottom of the deck. The next one is, ooh, hell yeah! We're talking about vision, focus, intention, and results. Guess what? Number 33, make a vision board, my friends. Now, a lot of this you already have and do. So this, for you that already has it, redo it. Redo your vision board. You're a new you, make a new vision board. I really want you to, this is your homework today. Get out there with your kids or by yourself or your dogs and cats. Just get on the floor, make a board. My suggestion, go to the Dollar Tree, now the $1.25 tree, and get yourself a big, report board. It's like a paper cardboard cork kind of board. I don't know how to explain it, but they have boards. They have different colors, black, white, green, yellow, whatever the fuck you want. But just go pick one and get a magazine from the Dollar Tree or go to the grocery store, get a magazine. Magazines about the food you love, magazines about the house you want or what you want your house to look like. Maybe it's cars, maybe it's vacations, maybe it's children, maybe, whatever. Just go get some magazines to cut some clips from. Then go through your mail. Okay, get things that are advertisements that you want. Maybe it's body care, maybe it's new windows, whatever. Just things that you want to have. Put that up there. Maybe if you want, if you're an actor, you want an Oscar, you want an Emmy, get a fake trophy, get a fake award from Amazon and stick it there by the vision board if you want to work with somebody like that or achieve some kind of a goal. If you want to make a gold medal for yourself, make a gold medal. If you want to be, the best mom in the world, promote pictures of what you think the best mom would be. If you want to just be a better you and you want to be thinner and you want to be healthy, put pictures of people doing yoga. People like that doing stretches, working out, focused. If you want to be more spiritual, more, meditative and more inward, get a picture of Buddha, get a picture of somebody meditating, make that a goal. If you want to travel to certain places, put them on the vision board. You got to make shit happen. And you have to see it every day. It can't be tucked away behind your closet door. All right? It can't be in some room you never go in or put aside by somewhere, okay? It's got to be where you go every day. Maybe where you start your day and you finish your day. Start and finish. Maybe you want it in the back of your front door, so you always are looking at it, you know. And maybe you want it on your ceiling, so when you go to bed at night, you're looking at it. Maybe you want it right under your TV. Maybe you want it, I don't, you fucking go figure that out, okay? But we're going to read this. Like I said, if you don't have one, get one. If you already have one, make a new one. It's time to revise those goals. All right, so guys, Divine Feminines, you're the bomb. Let's read this. Your mantra, my dreams have come true. Remember, when you're doing affirmations, you don't want to say, it is coming to me. Or you don't want to say, you know, past tense or future, you know, post. I'm not even saying this right. Let me use my words correctly here for once, please. You want to speak like it's already a part of your reality. Thank you for this house. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this life. And I want you to envision yourself like you already are living it. Not that you will have it. Not that you're hoping and praying and asking and waiting, but that you already have it. Yes, it's a game of make-believe, but that's what you need to do with the vision board. It is a game board. It is a game board to make believe that this is your life. Anyways, the card says visualization is key, and it's a part of your manifestation. And making a vision board is a very potent way to call in from the universe what you've been seeking. Get crafty with paper and scissors and construct a vision board with images that represent things and people and experiences that you want in your life. Alternatively, use motivational images on your computer or phone background for a portable digital vision board. Oh, and you can also, if you have a printer, or you can go to a print place, get things from your phone and then go to a print place and print them out so you could put them on your vision board. Because not all these magazines are going to have what you want. But maybe you have a Pinterest, or maybe you just Google searched something and there's a vision in your phone. So you can go ahead and print whatever image is on your phone also. Pair images with words. So right next to your image, write an affirmation or a word that specifically energizes that manifestation process. Like if you have someone smiling on a beach, you can write the word happy, or you can write the word independent, or you can write the word traveled. Whatever word to you represents that picture, write that word down on your vision board next to the image. Okay, so for example, if there's a certain type of job opportunity, romantic partner, or life experience that you want to call in, you can write out a detailed list of how you would like that person or event to manifest and how it will make you feel. Because feelings are the next important thing. So here we have vision, then we have feelings. These techniques work because we are made to hone in on what's important. In turn, we start prioritizing and taking necessary steps to bring this desire to life. Your mind will start creating these experiences. And as you get clarity on what you want, you're more likely to recognize it and work towards it as a goal, and it becomes more real and tangible. See it, say it, feel it, believe it. See it, say it, feel it, believe it. See it, say it, feel it, believe it. You guys have to write that down. See it, say it, feel it, believe it. And so that's it. That's what's on your vision board, guys. Thank you so much for watching this Divine Feminine message. I love you. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe. Good luck on your homework, everybody. I know I'm going to do one. I'm going to get my kids to do one too. We're all going to do vision boards today because that is some very good advice. I do resonate with the Divine Feminine. So you could be a male or a female in this energy. But I hope you guys get out there and make a new vision board today, because that seems like a good assignment. All right? If you already have one, revamp it. Get some new shit on there. And start working harder at it. Anyways, guys, I love you. And remember, like I always say, this life, this reading, this love, this journey, it's just a journey. You know, it's about an ongoing, everlasting, stairs unfolding, one after the other journey. The only thing that you're supposed to be doing is swimming. So like I always say, it's a journey, not a destination. Just keep swimming. That's life. You're going to get through this reading, and you're going to get through many more. You're going to get through this disappointment, and you're going to have good times. You're going to get through this loss, and you're going to have a lesson, and you're going to be a badass from it. You are an overcomer. You are an achiever. You are a winner. And now you know how to take a disappointment and what feels like a fail or a loss. And it's not the end of the world. And it's okay to have that on the record. It's okay to have that on the books. We all have flop days, shit years even. It's not you. That's not who you are. This is a life lesson, not a life sentence. Dear God. All right? Remember, we all have stories we don't want to read out loud. This is just one of them. You grew from it. You're good. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in anything else I have to offer, please go to www.jks1111.com. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome day. And I can't wait to see what this 2022 has in store for us with our new vision boards. I'll see you guys later. Lots of love. If anybody's watching and you're a Capricorn, stay tuned, because I'm coming on next to do a happy birthday reading for the Capricorns, which is January and February's. Okay, the very end of January through most of February. These are going to be the Capricorns. True Vedic sidereal. All right? So if anyone's having a birthday lately, remember you're a Capricorn. All right? You're a Cappy. So if you guys want to watch the Capricorn reading, I've already done my thumbnail. It's a Michael Jordan thumbnail, and it's Happy Vedic Birthday, Capricorn. All right? And that's it. It actually kind of felt like it had a lot to do with today's reading. So if anyone's a Capricorn, you should tune into this next message. All right? Could be a birthday message for you. Vedic anyways. Love you guys, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye.